Good morning. This is Chair French convening the regular business meeting of the Kansas Corporation Commission for today, Tuesday, March 18th, joined by my colleagues, Commissioner Keene and Commissioner Keither. On today's agenda, we have a consent agenda consisting of 16 items, and we have one noticed order for our consideration. We will begin with our consent agenda. Commissioners, you've had the opportunity to review the 16 items on that. Let me ask at this time if there are any questions, beginning with Commissioner Keither
None for me.
and Commissioner Keene.
None for me either. I'd move approval of the consent agenda.
Got a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say no. The consent agenda is approved. We will now move to our one noticed item. This is in docket number 25 TRAM 320PEN, and it is a proposed penalty order in that docket. And our presenter for this item is Mr. Hassan Latif. Good morning, Hassan.
Good morning, Commissioners. The penalty order before you arises out of a compliance review of Flex Solutions LLC, a common carrier which hauls general freight operating out of Wichita, Kansas. From January 15th through February 3rd, staff special investigators conducted a compliance investigation of this carrier and found 43 violations, and the order before you sets forth those violations in 15 specific counts, resulting in $7,100 in total penalties. The violations, I'll briefly summarize. They include a $650 fine for failing to allow allowing a driver to drive prior to obtaining a negative pre-employment drug test, a $750 fine for failing to obtain annual inspections for the vehicles operated, a $500 fine for operating prior to obtaining KCC for hire or authority, a $500 fine for failing to obtain appropriate commercial registration for the vehicles operated, as well as a $750 fine for failing to enroll in the Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse. Additionally, there were fines for failing to retain required documents, among other violations. Staff believes the fines are appropriate and recommends approval of the penalty order. Both I and staff are available to answer any questions you have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Latif. Are there any questions on this item, beginning with Commissioner Keither
No questions.
and Commissioner Keene?
No questions. I'd move approval of the order.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second to approve the order as described in this docket. Is there any further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say no. The order is approved. Thank you, Hassan.
Thank you.
With that, we have come to the conclusion of all the items noticed on today's business meeting agenda. If there's nothing further to come before us this morning, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, please vote aye.
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 Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you all.